Yo, what's up guys? Another episode of Seii Watches RTA. I got about 26 new replies, so I might split this in two videos if all of the clips are like interesting and watchable and that kind of stuff. So hope you enjoy. Also, if you haven't yet, like this video, subscribe to the channel. These videos are mostly not watched that much. For some reason, RTA content on YouTube doesn't work that well, but either how, these are pretty fun to make. I mostly just forget about them for like a while, but let's get into the matches. Let's see what kind of fun stuff we have, and then we will see if we do like in one video, if it's not that long, but probably two videos because we have like 26-ish clips. So let's see. Xerxb with a Suki that is apparently on very high life drain. It is possible to get like life drain both from your left artifact as right artifact. Right artifact you can do life drain and recovery as 1 or as 2. Left side you can just do extra life drain. And he has life drain by itself. So actually, yes, it is a unit that has potential to pretty much solo a whole team. The only issue I see here is he could get stunned by Okeanos and therefore have some issues. So let's actually see what he probably will win this on heavy life drains, I guess. But also that enemy Okeanos is not doing that much damage. He's not doing that much damage, and he's also not controlling the Suki. Trying to get rid of the friend does make sense. Attack break. If you run a team as like his enemy is running, you kind of want to have better artifact damage. Like these teams, they can totally work, but you are very susceptible to artifact damage. Ooh, counter as well. Interesting, interesting. So the moment you don't get CC'd, Suki actually has a decent chance of doing his shit, and he is definitely doing his shit here. Would you also run him triple revenge? I don't know. I also don't think, would he be Vile or would he be Vampire? You could actually run it on Vampire, but with Vampire, the max for any life drain or any recovery is actually 100%. You can easily test it with like a Vampire and then recovery as 1. At some point you recover exactly the amount of damage that you do, so therefore you know that it's the max. But I think this one might even be on like triple revenge or something. This thing is trying to be like low key kinky or something, which is relatively interesting. Ooh, it does get tricky though. Is it by definition an underrated unit? No, I think he's pretty decent, but I do think that counters really help out here. In general, in current meta, it's actually pretty good to have every element unit, at least one on Vampire for potential 1 versus 4. So I actually have like every unit or every element, I have at least one unit that has life drain. Or not life drain, but Vampire. So we have a max from Axar, as he called himself, I guess. Which is not one of the two players here. Maybe it's a match with his friend, or maybe it's a he just has a different in-game name. And this is a typical balance like turn 2 cleave, where that's pretty low HP. Does he insta-kill? He insta-kill. Yeah, typical balance. And a match from Zentrix from Asia server. Let's see what we have. We have Chivo first pick, which is not that common anymore. While these videos could be relatively old, like, okay, let's say double pony straight away is also not that common. Triple pony, okay. So he does have potential, I guess, with Daphnis to one-shot something. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure who would win this. So he does have everything on Will, which is pretty beneficial. Hellfire on Alexandra. Does he kill himself? Okay. yes, that's the shit I like to see. I was like, does he kill? Yeah, he does. He just fucking annihilates himself. Like, wait, I had a unit here, right? Oh man, that's hilarious. Wait, replay. That's just too funny. Hellfire. You don't even see the unit disappear, right? You don't, like 36k is like, where did it go? Nice one. I like that one. In the end, did win it as well. Good one. I like this profile picture, by the way. That's a badass profile picture. And a match from Margo, been sending in quite some matches in the past. Oh, he goes for the early, what's it called? The early triple nem meta thing. Early triple nem meta, yeah, just shit ton of them. You go Echo of Earth, which increases your attack bar. He's fucked. He is fucked. Wait, did he not have any will runes, or does that thing also remove will runes? Doesn't, right? No, he was lucky that the enemy didn't have any will runes. Technically, you could also just do this on a Tiana. Tiana has less boost though, but you would need like a Tiana, like low HP. But currently, I think this is one of the older clips, and currently everyone is used to like triple nem, what's it called? Triple nem fairies, triple nem, pretty much everything. There's so many triple nem things, but this is one of the options that's also triple nem, which is pretty decent. But the issue is, it's a 1-star unit. Besides that boost, it's not gonna do anything. So it's probably gets you more losses than wins. And another match from Margo with Nikki. I think Nikki is pretty much a really good unit right now, because you have attack increasing effect, additional damage by attack, and then S3 just does a lot of damage. So I think we're gonna see some heavy damage from her right now. Also, you do have like a pretty OP setup with like 2 AoE strippers into it, but you are fighting Ragdoll Leo, which could be kind of annoying with a Vert there as well. So you are looking at a lot of like increased attack bars. Rain of Stones, are you gonna land everything? I'm not sure if this was pre-Oki nerf or post-Oki nerf. Wait, no S3? No S3. Or is this thing gonna go, we're waiting for that to S3. Okay, makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. How much damage do we do? Ooh, that's some heavy damage. Clap. Also a bunch of additional turns. Okay. Okay, besides having a retarded S3, you also have a retarded S1. Totally forgot about that. Torrent, miscrit. Oh, good crit. But heal block. So that also countered it, even if it was vampire or not. Most Leos are not vampire anymore, but interesting one, interesting. Yeah, Nikki is low-key a really good unit, actually. A submission from Shinzo from Europe server, playing with Valentis. Valentis currently is one of the best strippers in the game, especially now Water Ryu and Jogun are getting a nerf, or well, Water Ryu is already nerfed. Jogun nerf is pretty much announced today. That means that Valentis is pretty much one of the best strippers right now, next to Gianna. Maybe Valentis is even better. I would even say Valentis is even better. So let's see what this monkey does for monkey business. We have Sion, which is dropping a lot of bombs. The additional damage from the monkey is actually pretty decent. I used him a lot when artifacts just came out, but for some reason he just doesn't work that well. Like, sure, if he procs every turn, he's pretty good. I had really good artifacts on him, but it's difficult to make him do enough damage. High crit, still be tanky enough, so at some point I just dropped him out of my team, pretty much. Sure, if you rotate S2 like every turn because you proc and that kind of stuff, like this, it does help a lot. He's very strong, but this S2 is pretty inconsistent with like how often it hits. Does it have potential to do this kind of stuff? It does, it does. But I had a monkey, I think my monkey was hitting like somewhere like 4k per hit or something. It was doing insane damage. On attack buff I could one-shot like Antares, but the issue was like one Diana or something and that thing would also like pretty much hella die. So yeah, it goes a little bit both ways. Monkey. You don't see that much more anymore. Also, his win rate, like last time I checked his win rate, it was like somewhere around like 42%, which is not that high. Not entirely sure why it is that low. I don't think it's necessarily a bad unit, but it's just kind of like drafted away from meta unit. Either how, good submission. A submission from BLR question mark, starting off with a Jogun Water Ryu. Well, more same thing. But we have a lot of strips on the right side as well, removing the Vert. Wouldn't you remove Okeanos in that case? Because then the Vert has like clean house for doing his shit. Well, in this case you have like will runes. Ooh, stunned by Lagmaron as well. That's painful. That's painful. Okay, so you're in pretty bad spot. Are you gonna tell me Jogan is OP enough that you're still winning this? Is this the showcase why we needed a nerf for Jogan? Attack the speed, like attack buff and speed buff is so OP with so many units. There's so many scaling units from speed and attack right now. Look at that thing just like annihilating 2 units with 2 hits. Simply because of attack buff and speed buff. Okay, okay. Oh, despair. Nasty despairs. Nasty despair. Man, I'm telling you, I hate despairs more than I hate violent procs, not gonna lie. I think despair is legit more stupid. Yeah, moment you kill that, the Hongyang barely has like any kill potential whatsoever. Like, I'm not even sure what it should be doing for damage. I think it does no damage at all. You're gonna win this 100%. 2k damage is still decent, you get glancing, but... And that skill barely does anything, to be honest. Well, it's getting there, it's kinda close, but yeah. And a submission from Tom7 as playing Sylvia in RTA. You don't see that as often, but there's a lot and a lot of stuff that teams up pretty well with Sylvia in this team. Ooh, getting the heavy reckless assault. But yeah, you either have like a Vert team up or a... Like, all of the team ups are pretty powerful. Just the Triana team up is not that great, but well, in this case, Triana dies, so you don't have Triana team ups either. Can you actually... If you do enough, like, additional damage by speed, additional damage by HP, attack, that kind of stuff, it is very doable, but... In this case, I'm not sure. You do get a lot of extra turns, though, but... Ooh, nice proc, though. You still have to fight off like quite some units, and they have some sustain. Ooh, are you gonna fight? Are you gonna win this with just Vert? Well, in this case, you always have your team up of like more attack bars, which is... Man, you're just tricowering this guy by now. You're literally just tricowering this guy. No way you win this. Because you also have to go through, well, the panda's pretty much already low HP, so... Also, like, a few additional procs help out quite some as well. And this is... I'm not sure why not more people are using Sylvia in this. Ooh, counter. If you have a decent damage ruined Vert, this is very doable. The issue is, Sylvia is gonna team up a lot with units you don't care about. And that's kind of the issue, so... But yeah, a fun showcase of Sylvia. A submission from Gandalf seems to be a pretty lengthy one, 2 minutes. No notes on it. Let's see what we have. It's a good thing to ban out the Leo in this case, because you definitely do not want to find that Leo plus like attack bar boosts, which he has with like Vert and that kind of stuff. Ooh, bad proc there. Death stun everyone. That's pretty... Not so good. Bomb stun or bomb resist. Good damage on that unit though. Very good damage. Not sure if that Fran was rather weak. It could be a triple Nem Fran and therefore like pretty weak, but did do some good damage to that one. Praha could do a little bit more damage. 1.2Ks are not that much. Wait, is this gonna be a Praha solo or something? Praha stunned again. That Okeanos is not doing much damage at all. Wait, is this gonna be a Praha solo or what are we looking at? Are we looking at a Praha solo? Counter on Praha, Daydream. That's not much damage. Also, on Antares, you want to have additional damage artifacts. At least you're 100% critting, that's really good. I really recommend, Praha is one of those units I really recommend to have 100 crit rate. Same for Juno. Sierra matters a little bit less, but... Praha solo it is, it seems. That's interesting. That is interesting. I never seen Praha solo, but yeah, of course she has potential to solo. Especially if these enemies are like pretty much full fire and they don't deal too much damage. And she does have counter as well, which helps her a lot. But yeah, they don't seem to do that much damage. I think this Okeanos is like crit damage slot 4, but you figured that out, I guess. It is close though. It is close though. There's units that are gonna be better at like 1v4ing or 1v3ing in this case, but interesting, interesting. Did not expect to actually have a Praha 1v3 people. Did my Praha ever do that? No, my Praha does have a very high win rate when I use it. And a submission from pascalito 04. Let's see what we have. Going Hey Gang plus Triton that early. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Fedora. I think you would have to ban that Fedora, bro. Because if something is 1 star or like level 1 4 star, you know it is triple nem 100%. It's always like, you know, man, you know. And Fedora is actually a decent unit for that as well. Fedora is actually a decent unit for that as well. But man, you should have known. You should have known. You could have handled that other unit that was banned. Which one was banned? I'm not sure. Oh, Joe Gun was banned. Yeah, probably you would have outsped anyway, so not entirely sure why you would ban the Joe Gun. You know Fedora has to be banned here. Well, probably this was his first time mistake and he's never gonna make that mistake again, but so you guys can learn from that as well. So if you have like one of these 1 star units, you can expect triple nem, double nem will, that kind of jazz, because it has to do something, right? It has to do something. Okay, so we did about half of these submissions. I think I like to keep these videos like just short, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops, just few matches, analyze them, check them, laugh about them, whatever, and then just move on to the next one. So this is it for the first part of this one. The next one will be released just a few days later because I will record it right after, but just to not have too much to watch at one time, I prefer to like split it in parts. So guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next one. If you haven't yet, like this video, subscribe to the channel for more Gucci stuff. Also, join the Discord. In Discord, there's just a whole bunch of like good videos, good guides. Well, all the guides are actually on YouTube, but whatever. They are organized by whatever in Discord. So if you want to check that out, check out Discord. Guys, thanks for watching and see you later.